So you've decided to build instead of buying an existing home. First, let me say, good call. Building a home is by far the better decision. But when it comes to building a house, things can get a little crazy. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of building a home so you not only know what to expect, but also to help you enjoy the process. By the way, this might be the most important video you watch on building a home. Hi, I'm Ty the Real Estate Guy, and if you'd like to stay up to date on the latest real estate tips and trends, subscribe to my channel below and ring that little bell. If you have questions or comments at any time during this video, please leave a message below. If you're looking to buy, sell, or build a home in Utah, I would love to talk with you. Please feel free to call or text. Also, you'll want to watch to the end because I have some recommendations that will be a huge help to you as you go through the home build process. And just so you know, I built 5 homes for myself, and I've personally guided more than 500 people through the new home construction process. In my 15 plus years as a real estate agent here in Utah, I've represented 6 different home builders. Okay, I'm gonna start with the bad and then move on to the good. But don't tune out because you're really gonna wanna hear the ugly. Here's the bad or the disadvantages to building a home. The first thing you should know is that building a home is an imperfect process. Mistakes will be made and sometimes things just won't quite line up. Before you sign a contract to build a home, you need to understand that there's no such thing as a perfect home. People often get mad at me for saying that, like I'm trying to defend the home builder for sloppy workmanship, but it's simply not the truth. I've seen the exact same imperfections in a newly built $1 million house that you'll find in a $300,000 new construction home. Because the home builder is working with natural products and because humans are imperfect, your home will not be perfect. To help you understand, the lumber used to build your home is still moist. As it dries out over the next several months, it can twist and bend. This can cause the walls to warp and the nails or screws to pop from the drywall. This often happens for several months after you move into the home. At time of contract, you won't know the final price of the home. For a lot of people, this is scary, but the builder should be able to give you a fairly accurate estimated final price based on the upgrades the average client puts into their homes. Often, you won't know the final price until 2, maybe 3 months after you write the contract. You should also be prepared for a long design center appointment. Most people have to take a day off from work and spend 4 to 6 plus hours in a design center making selections. Then, for some people, they even need a second appointment to finalize everything. Then, to add to the stress, many of you will second guess your selections from the moment you sign off on them and even after you move into the home. To add to the stress of this moment, the anxiety of trying to budget the most important upgrades, your needs versus your wants, is more than some people can bear. And when you've finally gone through the agonizing process of weeding out the things you can live without to stay within your budget, once again, you'll spend the entire construction process second guessing yourself. And I guarantee that most of you will have some regrets once you move in. You'll also need to be patient. With an existing home, the normal time frame for moving into the house from contract to close is 30 to 45 days. With new home construction, it can easily take 8 to 12 months. And in a market like we're seeing today, with a severe lumber and labor shortages, it could take 18 and maybe even 24 months. How crazy is that? Because there's not a lot of available land close to major metros, and because it's a lot more expensive, you may need to move further from the city than you prefer. You should also know that you cannot control the process. Occasionally, I'll get a client who thinks they need to babysit the house and tell the builder how to do things. I've even had people tell me that the builder's doing things wrong. Certainly mistakes are going to be made, but the construction manager's there to confirm things are being done correctly and to make sure no major blunders are made. Just because the builder does something different than what you expected or that you've seen in the past, it doesn't mean they're doing it wrong. The builder will build a home the way they've built hundreds of other homes, and they don't need or want your input. I know that sounds rude, but you need to trust the process. If you have concerns, you're welcome to bring them to the builder or have a home inspection. I should also mention that it's not your home. Wait, what? It's true. It's not your home until the house is completed, you've signed your closing documents, and it has funded and recorded with the city. Until that time, it's not your home. If you're on the home site or inside the house at any time before this, you're trespassing, and most builders have strict language in their contracts that tell you to stay out of the home and off the property except for during scheduled appointments. Why? Well, it's mostly for liability reasons. On multiple occasions, I've seen people take their children into homes that are currently under construction, and sometimes during unsafe conditions. Surprisingly, people have become angry with me when I've asked them to please exit the home. It's also important to know that home builders are not flexible. Once you've signed off on your structural and design center selections, it's too late to go back. Many builders will not allow you to make any changes at that point, and others will charge you a fee per change. This is an actual fee, which means that money is not applied to your home in any way. Once the house is under construction, the chances of making changes is greatly reduced. Builders often order the options for your home months in advance, and changes can delay the home build process, so it's rarely easy to make changes. Once you've moved into your new home, you now need to worry about landscaping and fencing. Fortunately, a lot of builders will install the front yard, but landscaping can still cost you a few $1,000s and more than $10,000 depending on your lot size or the slope of your home site. Rock retaining walls can cost tens of thousands of dollars. You might want to see if you can have the full landscaping completed by the home builder so you can wrap the cost of your yard into your loan. For a lot of people, it's difficult to come up with the cash to finish the landscaping later. Okay, so here's the good or the advantages to building a home. First of all, everything's new. That means no repairing or replacing anything for a long time. I've lived in my current home for about 7 years, and I've only had to replace one shower head and repair one leaky faucet. On the rental property that I purchased just last year, I've had to repair and replace about a dozen different things, including the furnace and the AC unit, which cost me about $12,000. Not only is it expensive, it's time consuming, and to put it simply, it's annoying to be constantly dealing with problem after problem. Speaking of new, usually you'll be moving into a brand new neighborhood. So not only do you get a new house, but you also live in a location where most people are new to the area. Because most people don't know anybody, it's easy to make friends. Often, you'll have new schools, stores, churches, parks, and more. Also, new homes come with a warranty. So even if something breaks, often you can get it repaired or replaced for free. It's tough to beat that. You'll also get better quality of construction. Your new home will be built to a higher standard to meet the latest building codes and home building practices. Your home will also be built with the latest and greatest building materials. New homes are also energy efficient, and I'm not just talking about the insulation in the attic and the walls. Many new homes have water and energy saving appliances and fixtures. People often forget about this benefit when they're comparing existing homes to new construction. When you build, you'll also get a better home design. Not only are new homes more functional, they're also often loaded with the newest and most popular products, and they're built to the current trends. You'll also often have the option of building a fully functional smart home loaded with the latest and greatest technology. You'll have the ability to build a fully automated home with a security system, cameras, voice-activated features, and more. Many builders are also installing the latest and greatest wiring for quicker, more reliable internet. Now, I'm gonna pause real quick because I have a favor to ask. Will you please give this video a thumbs up? I would appreciate it more than you know, and that thumbs up will help others see that this video is helpful. Thanks. Okay, moving on. You also get to select your home site. This can range from the size of the lot to the direction the home will face. You may prefer a corner lot, a cul-de-sac, or a lot with views. I should warn you though that the better the home site is, the more you'll pay. And the cost of your home site can range anywhere from $0 to well over $100,000. Often new homes are built in master plan communities loaded with amenities. That means you'll most likely have a monthly homeowners association or HOA fee. But in return, you could get maintained green space throughout the community, parks, pools, playgrounds, jogging trails, and even little lakes in some locations. If you don't like HOAs, you can usually find a new home construction community that doesn't have one. But for me, the number one advantage to building a home is that you get to select pretty much everything, starting with a floor plan that fits your wants and your needs. This might include things like a home office, a home gym or a theater, a grandmaster bathroom or a gourmet kitchen. Maybe you need a mother-in-law apartment, a walkout basement, or a 3-car garage. When you build a home, you get to select the features that are most important to you, as well as the elevation or the exterior look of the home. It also includes the ability to select your flooring, cabinets, countertops, appliances, paint colors, lighting, and plumbing fixtures, to name a few. Obviously, there are thousands upon thousands of options and upgrades a builder could allow you to put into the home. But most builders do limit the number of options you can add, while others won't allow you to add any selections. These are called track builders. If you want to build a custom home, you'll need to find a custom home builder, and this can cost significantly more than a track home builder. The builders that don't allow you to make any selections are called spec builders. These builders are perfect for those of you who want a new home but don't want to wait 8+ months for the house to be completed. I recently produced a short video that will teach you how to find the best home builder. I strongly suggest you watch that video before signing a contract. I'll put a link below. Now, this is probably a good time for me to mention that I have hundreds of videos to help you through the process of buying, selling, or building a home. So be sure to check out my channel for all of your real estate related questions. Okay, so here's the ugly when it comes to building a home. And I'm not gonna hold anything back. Just so you know, I'm not siding with the home builder. I'm simply telling you how it is. If you can't handle it, just leave a negative comment below. Just kidding, please don't do that. But you may want to consider buying an existing home instead. I sincerely want to make sure you're aware of all the possible landmines, and it starts with the builder contract. You've got to understand that most builder contracts do not protect you. If the builder was to go out of business, you could lose any deposits that you've given them. Though the chances of that happening are slim. The builder also reserves the right to refuse service to anyone. This is true. If you're difficult to work with or not adhering to the terms of the contract, they can cancel you. They can also cancel you if there's any kind of hardship or unforeseen events like we're seeing today with the lumber and labor shortages. Right now, builders all over the country are canceling contracts because of the skyrocketing lumber costs. If this happens, most likely they'll return all of your deposits. I know this sounds unfair or wrong, and it probably is, but there's nothing you can do about it. In all fairness, the builder does have a lot of liability, and it's how they protect themselves. One turn of the market, like we saw in 2008, would put a lot of home builders out of business. Of course, a catastrophic event like the recession is unlikely to happen anytime soon. But with a sudden jump in the cost of building materials, there are a lot of builders building homes for free. Fortunately, a lot of these builders are honoring those contracts. Not all builders are bad. Actually, most builders are great. Just make sure you understand the contract and don't sign it if you're not comfortable. Now, the stress of building a home is more than some people can handle. I've seen the most wonderful and polite people become raging bulls, going out of their head crazy. I've witnessed cute couples become bitter rivals. You probably think that I'm being over dramatic, but it's true. I've heard that building a home is one of the leading causes of divorce. I'm not sure if it's true, but I believe it. If you're a guy watching this video, let me provide you some possible marriage-saving advice. Just step out of the way and let your girl build the house the way she wants. I mean, you should get the things that are really important to you, like a 3-car garage, a theater room, or whatever it is. But when it comes to picking colors or materials, your opinion isn't necessary. You might be chuckling right now, but trust me on this one. Usually the home build process goes smoothly, but no one knows what tomorrow could bring. So be prepared for delays. Once again, the builder could take 18 months or even 2 years to build your home with no repercussions. Can you imagine? Well, in this market, there's actually a real chance this could happen. If you're ready to build a home, there's one video I recommend over all others. It's the most in-depth video on how a house is built. I'll put a link to that video below. Now, as a new home construction specialist, I meet hundreds of people each year looking to build a home. The most common mistake people make, whether they're young or old, they confuse the price of the home with the cost of the home. The price to build a home might be higher than what you'll pay to buy an existing home, but the cost to build is almost always less. Let me explain. The price is what you pay for the home initially. The cost is what you spend on the home over the coming months and years. This includes things like the cost of your utility bills and the cost of repairing and replacing things. Utility bills can be 2 times higher on an older home, and you can quickly spend tens of thousands of dollars replacing old appliances, fixtures, roofing, the furnace, and AC units, to name a few. Building a house is exciting and it's rewarding. That's why I chose the new home construction side of the real estate industry. Yes, you should be prepared for some bumps in the road, but nothing beats moving into a brand spanking new home. The build process is confusing and it can quickly become overwhelming. So as promised, here's my list of videos to help guide you through the process of building a home. How to buy a home from a home builder. Should you build or buy existing? How to buy your first home. How to save money when building a home. How long is it going to take to build my home? As I said earlier, I have hundreds of videos to help you through the process. I'll put links to the most helpful videos below. If you're planning to move to Utah or you already live here and you're looking to buy, sell, or build a home, I would love to talk with you. Please feel free to contact me directly. If there's something in this video that stood out to you as being helpful, or if you have questions, please comment below. Sincerely, I want to hear from you. If you know someone who's looking to build a home, please share this video with them. And please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Ty, the Real Estate Guy. If you found this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that little bell below. It'll make you feel good.